Hello, it's Krista again. And I wanted to talk again because my last video failed about making money using and having a helpful state of mind. Okay. I'm going to try to remember exactly everything I said in the last one, but it is a pretty simple rule, so it's easy for me to talk about, and I don't have to write it down and read it off of papers. So this one I know because I practice and I use it daily, ever since I learned it. And I used to have a little trouble working because my job was kind of mundane, I actually drive Amish for a living for the past 5 years, if you know who the Amish are. I live up in Indiana with in a town just full of them. I know that a lot of times in working the same job every day, and the routine can get kind of boring and plain, and it just doesn't really give you a sense of like real meaning or value or anything. But something really changed that for me as I read, again, I'm going to refer to James Redfield's last book, The 12th Insight, which covered quite a few more of the universal laws, not written yet, like, yet again, have been talked about, like with the book The Secret that I read just a while ago. And this is a big one for many, because a lot of us out there sometimes worry and are afraid of making money and not quite knowing how to do it when the law is usually quite simple and easy. When you become in more of a helpful state of mind and service, opportunities will just come forth so much easier. I do believe this, and I've seen it in my own life happen for me. And it's also brought such a more magical, fun aspect of just living on a daily basis and going to work, because work takes such a majority of time and energy. Okay. So with this law, you need to just practice it on a daily basis. And this is staying in the mind of just and acting on helping others, helping others with what they might need, instead of just helping oneself. Because I know that I used to go to work, and it was just so boring, because I wouldn't really, we would have just kind of mundane conversations about the weather and this or that. And I also wanted to talk for a minute about using the law of synchronicity in communication, which I did a YouTube on this video, and if you want to learn more about that, you can go to my YouTube video about creating synchronicity in your life, which you also need to incorporate this law as well. Okay, so I was talking about, having conversations while I was driving a customer. And it was just so mundane. We would talk about the weather, and then I would pick them up and drop them off where they needed to go, and then take them back home again later. And I just did the job. There wasn't anything really exciting about it. I was just doing my job. Well, to get out of that mode, which can be so boring, it is really kind of cool to just add on the mindset of being more helpful and the actions of being more helpful. You can use this in any time in your life with any given situation, and it all just has really the same return, even for the money. But I found that as I started incorporating this, and even like when they would go to the grocery store and we would take groceries back to the house, I would actually start being more of help. And with to my service, and I would get out and I would help them maybe bring groceries up to their houses, or just do small things, maybe give advice out there, when we are having conversations, and just being more in a helpful state of mind. Well, actually, you will be giving, and then what is amazing about that is that just magically it comes back. I mean, don't also forget to receive. And when we usually don't look for this, because well, we never really were aware of it before, maybe. um, but I will talk about that one in my next video about how you can practice and use this to your advantage. But it's also to their advantage as well. There's a lot of growth and personal and just financial and all aspects of this. And this one, I mean, it was really exciting for me to learn because as you're doing this on a daily basis, it's amazing because I started getting more repeat customers, and my customer base just kind of starts growing more. And you just can't really mess this one up. And you will reap such more rewards, just emotionally and just all kinds. So don't miss out on this one. And don't forget, have fun. Peace and blessings to you. Have a beautiful day.